Ndị be anyị ndewonu. Ọ bụ Ada Igbo na-ekwu na Igbo Media. N'Igbo Media, anyị na-ewetara unu ọtụtụ ozi gbasara ihe na-emegasị na Biafra Land, n'ala Igbo na mba ndị ọzọ. N'ụbọchị nke taata, o nwere ihe bịara n'iru akwụkwọ anyị nke anyị ga-agụpụtara unu n'ụbọchị taa. Anyị gụpụtachaa ya, unu egee ya ka ọha n'uju. Ị ga-esie ya, ị drọpụọla your comment, like kwa this our video and gbasakwa ya ka o ruo ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche arụ. Ozi anyị wetara ntata si n'aka otu nwanne anyị nwoke, a Biafra activist. Dịka o si wetara anyị ozi ya n'iru akwụkwọ, ọ dere sị: Maazị Nnamdi Kanu blast TVC News, Arise News on the misinformation on his trial. Ya bụ ozi ka anyị ji bịa tata na Igbo Media. Ị ga-esi ya bụ ozi ma mbọ gwa anyị iche ma mekwa ka ozi arụtụ ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche aka. Ngwa kere ya ka ọha.
And they're here that distort the news. You don't know what law is. You don't know what justice is. Where's the news agency of Nigeria? What are they? You don't know that God is a God of justice. You don't know that. That God in heaven is a God of justice. You don't know that.
What a lot of people are bothered about is if it's released today, what will happen? Will he continue his armed struggle against the Nigerian state? Will he continue to push for the independence of Biafra? These are motivations, not impossible. Because the president promised during his campaigns in the southeast that he will solve some of the, he will address the lingering, he will address the president promised that he will address the issues. Some people try to the president promised to address the outstanding issues like even this agitation. He promised on the soapbox that he will address, to say, okay, having series of meetings, we've decided to discontinue this matter. But as I've always said, it will only happen if Nnamdi Kanu agrees to some conditions. And one of those conditions will be that henceforth agitate for the balkanization of the Nigerian state. He will renounce all forms of armed struggle and mobilization of people for the actualization of Biafra. If he will agree to do this, I'm sure that the government may consider making a deal with him. But if anyone thinks that Sowore marching through the streets of Abuja, Atiku joining him or anybody joining him will simply leads to the instant release of Nnamdi Kanu without conditionalities, that person must be joking. There will be conditions. Certain conditions will be met, will have to be met before that freedom will take place.
Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. Section what? As simple as that. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial is not done anywhere in the world. And we have it in my case.
So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
And then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is in favor of him.
This cherry picking of what was contained in the Supreme Court judgment is what I'm against.
Yes, that's correct.
It should be implemented holistically.
Yes.
I'm not against facing any trial.
Judgment.
After all, I'm innocent. They have not been against me. But there cannot be any trial when key sections of the Constitution and a key Supreme Court judgment has been violated by a court of law.
So you'll be patient for the case to go back and come back to the court?
This is my fourth year in solitary confinement in detention. The fifth year will not kill me.
Sorry, what if the case is also reassigned back to her? Will you still be comfortable?
It's not going on.
No, it won't happen.
It won't happen. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way at all.
Thank you very much.
These are the things that the public must understand. Most of you journalists, the legal correspondents, you don't take time to actually study some of these rulings and judgments. Go and study. In fact, I'll give you.
Bring that envelope. Bring the envelope. Brown envelope.
Look at it here. Look at it here. Look at it.
I'll give it to her because I think she's a bit more.
Give her the Supreme Court judgment. I'll replace a
Can
copy
you
for
hold
you.
this for me?
She can.
I want to let the whole world understand something. Very, very clear. In all this is judgment of the Supreme Court. It made it very clear that even that the impartiality of the judge is questionable.
Suspect.
And is here. Where is it? Please do bear with me. It says it here.
I like
what is
it.
it? Page? What is that again? Where
like
it says
page 18.
all these things are online. Is it not page 18? All these things are online. So I suggest that the journalists in this country actually take out time to do some basic research. It's not difficult, just minor research. You will understand the vacuousness, the emptiness of all the charges against me.
Okay.
They kept switching the charges. They said I committed this crime in England, isn't it?
Yes.
I made a broadcast in England.
Yes.
And in 9 charges leveled against me, this place where I committed this crime was London, in the United Kingdom.
Yes.
When my lawyers came to see me,
Discuss his
I had a
defense.
discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction to try me. Because since this offense was committed in England, so they said, it's only a UK court that can give a Nigerian court the authority to proceed, isn't it?
Yeah, based on that, they remove London.
Based on that, they now amended the charge again and removed London.
Location of the broadcast.
Location of the broadcast. Contrary to section 196,
174 of the Terrorism Prevention Act 2022.
in violation of their own laws. Violation of their own laws. And you want me to stand trial under such circumstances? Is that possible? Nnamdi Kanu to stand trial where all these shenanigans are going on? It's not possible.
Because
I-
Nigeria.
We would like you to share your experience, considering the fact that we're actually living in denial, thinking you'll be released on the day you were arrested. And what has this experience actually taught you?
Well, this experience is traumatic. Quite speaking honestly, it's traumatic for me. It's traumatic for my colleagues, everybody. If you say it isn't, then you are in denial. Traumatic in the sense of the manner of the arrest. It was very brutal, too confrontational. People who were cooperating with the police were being shoved around, being beaten up. Some of them sustained injuries. Tear gas canisters were deployed directly at most of us. Two had impact on me. And in fact, if we didn't have strong lungs, some of us would have given up the ghost on the spot. I don't think that type of brutality has a place in a well-ordered modern society. This is the type of thing that we need to do away with in Nigeria. Even at the police headquarters, CID, Gariki, the command, they deployed
several canisters of tear gas just to get us to bundle us into vehicles that will take us to Abattoir. He didn't need to do that because we were already under your control. So that's something that is abhorrible and should be condemned by all and sundry. It is not good. It's unlawful. It's brigandage and it is executive rascality in high places.
While you were in detention, Mazin Amdekano actually let go of his defense team. Now we are starting to hear that he's saying there's no case submission. What is your take, considering the fact that okay, you are also among those defending, and this even led you to be sent to the court?
Where the protest was directed, let me make this clear: the protest was directed against the presidency, not against the judiciary. There are things that come first. If the presidency or the executive branch of government does not put you up for trial, no court has the authority to initiate prosecution against you. So it's a question of where to place the blame. I've noticed a lot of understanding as if we are protesting against the court. No, the court didn't initiate it. The presidency did. The attorney general did. So if the presidency or the executive branch says Nnamdi Kanu's case should no longer be prosecuted, the court will have nothing to try. Exactly. This is our point. So those people saying, Nnamdi Kanu is on trial and we are interfering with judiciary, contempt of court, blah, blah, blah. No, come on. That's complete misunderstanding of the situation. Yes. It is Tinubu we wanted to talk to. You don't have any business prosecuting a man that has done nothing wrong. Yes. And a man you brought into the country under situation that offended humanity, international law, and even Nigerian law. Yes. You don't have a business putting him up for trial. So withdraw. Under Section 174, I think, of the Constitution, he can direct the Attorney General to do a nolle prosequi. It was done for sure here, right? It has been done in history for a whole lot of people. If the presidency or the executive branch or the attorney general can say, we are no longer interested in the case, and that's the end of it. That was the purpose of the protest. Yes.
Daalụ nne maka isonyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị taata na Igbo Media. Ọ bụ na ihe anyị na-ewetara gị dị gị mma, gbaa mbọ gbasaa ozi a ma mekwa ka ozi a rute ụmụnne anyị n'ebe dị iche iche aka. Ngwa ka ọ dị.